Hi, I'm Chris Johnston from Work Visa Lawyers, and welcome to another immigration law update. In this video, I'll be talking about invitation rounds for the Skilled Independent 189 and the Skilled Work Regional 491, the new Minister for Home Affairs, universities propose to pay for student quarantine, new English language requirements for partner visas, COVID concessions for parent and child visas. But first, the Australian and New Zealand governments have agreed to a travel bubble. Starting from the 19th of April, certain travellers will be able to fly between the two countries without mandatory quarantine. This is a potentially attractive opportunity for people who need to be offshore to apply for a visa, such as those under a Section 48 bar, as the bubble would allow them to leave Australia for 14 days and return without having to go into a quarantine. You'll need a New Zealand visa to get there and an Australian visa to get back. This is proving difficult at the moment, but the systems should be in place soon to enable travel within the bubble. Take a look at our website for more details, which we'll be updating as the governments release more information on the travel bubble. In Parliament this month, Karen Andrews has replaced Peter Dutton as Australia's new Minister for Home Affairs. Andrews comes from a background in science and engineering and played a part in selecting Adelaide as the base for the Australian Space Agency. Andrews is yet to comment on her approach to immigration policy, but it's anticipated her previous experience will increase government focus on high-tech and STEM professionals through the Global Talent Independent Visa and the Global Business and Talent Attraction Task Force. There are also many that are hoping that she will bring a more compassionate approach to the migration portfolio. In a bid to bring international students back to Australia, Victorian universities have proposed a similar program to the Australian Open in which they would pay for returning students' flights and quarantine in the wake of the COVID pandemic. The City of Melbourne has also submitted its own application process for charter flights and accommodation for students. Universities and local governments are both eager for students to return to Australia, and hopes are high that the proposal will be met with positive response. In the meantime, international arrivals to Melbourne Airport have now resumed and continue to be capped at 800 passengers per week. We recognise the frustration international students stuck outside of Australia must be feeling now. There appears to be a lack of planning by the Australian government about when and how to facilitate the return of international students. In January, there were approximately 130,000 students enrolled in Australian courses who were stranded in other countries. It's hard to envisage how universities can continue to operate with so many students unable to attend. In the family sphere, new partner visa applicants and their sponsors will be required to have functional level of English to demonstrate they have made a reasonable effort to learn English. This rule comes into effect in late 2021 and is a significant change to the current system under which partners and spouses need not speak any English at all. To help applicants meet the new criteria, the department is providing a free adult migrant English program. The program is a cost-free service designed to help eligible migrants improve their English language skills and will operate in around 300 locations across Australia in major cities as well as in rural and regional areas. These changes raise the risk of Australia returning to the white Australia policies of the past and discriminating against many people, and are being opposed by a wide range of industry bodies within the migration industry and multicultural bodies. Concessions continue in relation to partner and child visa applications, with the requirements to make applications from outside Australia still being lifted in certain circumstances. The rule applies to the following categories of visas: child visa, adoption visa, dependent child visa, prospective marriage visa, partner visa. The government has not yet announced when the concession period will end, so it's important that people in these categories do not postpone making their applications. For business owners, applications for the 132 visa will end from the 30th of June 2021. The 132 is a state-sponsored visa, and most states have already stopped taking nomination applications for the 132. The states stopped taking new nominations to allow them to process those nomination applications they already had in their systems. With the 132 visa no longer available, many business owners will be turning to the 188A. There are still no detailed announcements, and we look forward to updating you when more information is released. We have already noticed an increase in interest in relation to the significant investor visa with the closing of the 132 visa. You can contact our office to speak with an immigration lawyer or registered migration agent and discuss your options. In the GSM space, invitation rounds have now changed to quarterly, and the next round is expected to be announced in late April. Given the low numbers in the January round, and in 2020 generally, our expectations continue to remain modest in relation to future rounds. Securing an invitation directly from a state will provide applicants with a stronger chance of visa approval. Another option is to consider country New South Wales, with the state expanding its skilled occupation list for the 491 visas in regional and rural areas from the 1st of April. The skills required depend on your region and where you're looking to live. While the trend is strongly in favour of engineering, building trades, health professions like nursing, some regions are seeking cooks, hairdressers, and even footballers. You can see the list online at this address. All states are now open for general skilled migration visas. Queensland is currently only receiving applications for the 491 stream, but anticipates opening in full again in April. We've noticed a huge surge in interest for Tasmania for state sponsorship and study generally. This is because international students and graduates are looking for the best sponsorship options. Tasmania does invite applicants from offshore for the 491 visa for those with occupations on the Tasmanian Skilled Occupation List. A small business owner stream for those that have established and operate a business solely owned in Tasmania for at least 6 months. Tasmania also has a strong track record in sponsoring or nominating its own graduates. With the increased interest in Tasmania, I also hope they can get their own AFL football team, with the Tasmanian Devils sounding like a great option for me. Other states to have small business GSM options are Queensland and South Australia. Before we finish this video, I have to mention that I've taken on board and have received a lot of feedback about the slow pace of Australians being able to get back to Australia, of permanent residents being able to get back to Australia, of international students, of loved ones being able to travel to Australia. And it's certainly a very hot topic and one which Australia probably needs to do much more for in the near future. We hope this video has been helpful. We have a team of lawyers and registered migration agents that can help you with your immigration needs. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media for all the latest immigration news. Thanks for watching.